Welcome to a special edition of the Bluffton News. I'm Betsy McDaniel, and we are so excited to welcome Mayor Lisa Sulka for our whole show today. So we are going to just pick her brain and find out what's going on in Bluffton. We're excited to have you here for this exclusive interview. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. It's a great way to talk about everything that's going on, in our town.
Yes, and there's a lot.
A lot.
There is a lot. So we want to kick off, I think, with a special partnership that you have that's coming up. You're kicking off on April 8th. Tell us about that.
Oh my gosh, yes. We have been focused on distracted driving for 4 years. There isn't a month that goes by that you don't see an accident where the cause was drinking, distracted, seatbelt off, you name it. Distracted driving comes in so many different forms. And you can be a victim of the distracted driver, or you can be the distracted driver. Our new chief is so concerned and just shocked at we're the safest, we're always listed, we're the safest town in the state, we're the safest place, yet our accidents are all mostly on distracted driving. So we are partnering with LUTZIE43 Foundation, LUTZIE. It's LUTZIE43.org. And they have a program in place to really, the goal is to eliminate or put such an emphasis on distracted driving. We are kicking it off April 8th. You're starting to see things now in the news and on social media. Bluffton Sun's partnering with us with ads they're going to place frequently, and we're speaking to all of our high school students and USCB. On April 9th at 11, we're having a press conference at the Law Enforcement Center and invited all of our youth that can come because it is school time and really getting the message out. This is very serious. This is what we're going to partner with. The wonderful thing with LUTZIE43, it has a component, education component on leadership. And for these young people going to college or in college, if they follow these 43 keys to leadership, they have the ability to apply for a $4,300 scholarship.
Nice.
So a little bit of...
Lots of different facets to this program.
Lots of different facets, branding, education, enforcement. Our goal is to really let the state of South Carolina know how important it is to all buy in and move toward a hands-free state. Yeah,
and we were talking before we started filming about the 43 seconds to safe driving. So tell us what those are, because that's such an easy thing to remember.
Oh gosh, when I woke up one morning with an Instagram post with LUTZIE43 on it, it was a God wink, because I'm not connected to them on Facebook, so why it popped up, it was very interesting. It takes about 30 seconds for a student, once they get in the car, to turn in that key on. So this foundation is using 43 because it's the number of this man's child that was killed in a car wreck. It's 43 seconds just to do a few checks. Clear head, clear hands, clear eyes, and our law is to click it. So by the time you go through all of that to clear those 3 areas and to click it, you're 43 seconds. Easy. I do it every morning now, every morning, and I will be the first to tell you I've not been a good, I've not practiced what I've been preaching all the time, and I do it every day now, and I think about that family. And I think about all the people, we all know people we've lost, and we have a lot of people in our families that have died from distracted driving. So it's exciting. I know we're all buying into it, and I'm just excited for the response.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's kicking off April 9th. So
April 8th, we're going to be in all the high schools. Please, on the 8th at 6:30, 6:15, we'll be at USCB. It's on our social media. If you'd like to come, please come listen. Mike Lutzenkirchen is the founder. He's an awesome speaker. I think he will hit a note in you, and I think you'll really enjoy it. So I hope everyone can come at 6:15 at USCB.
Okay. So now we're going to move into another topic that's kind of been a hot button for a while in Bluffton, and that is parking. But we have good news about it.
Yes. So part of my role as mayor is speaking to groups. All of council goes out, and we love educating any age group, even our staff. So every time I go, for the last year or so, it's been parking. We call it the P word. and I've told everyone, there's a method to our madness. The town is not in favor of spending the money on a parking garage. If a private entity wants to come and do it, wonderful, but the town doesn't have that $12 million budget to build something we're not quite sure would work. So we do it strategically. If you look at our Old Town, master plan, it is, every page talks about walkability, walkable, walkable, walkable. Yeah. So that's hard for the person that really needs to be a car or 2 car spaces away from where they want to go. I get it, but it is the way our town was created.
Yeah.
Within that 5-minute walk, more spaces than you'd ever need.
Sure.
They're always empty spaces.
Yeah.
Within that 2-minute walk, we're trying to figure it out. So moving forward this year, we've budgeted for 2 areas we bought. One is by Dubose Park. We call it the Shrimp Boat Park.
Okay.
And we're going to add 50 some, I'm saying between 50 and 60 spaces there, as well as upgrade some restrooms and have park area. And then we purchased the land on Melonchamp, right by Mi Tierra, Bluffton Seafood, right on 46 Bluffton Road. And we'll add another series of parking there in a park. So, you know, we're adding to the amount of parking. We have the bike taxi now, we have golf cart, you know, kind of taxis riding around town. Yeah. So the private industry is coming up as well. And we went downtown this weekend and easily found a place just across the street from where we wanted to go. So I'm excited about it. You'll see our signs up on these properties talking about the timing and the layout of the parking.
Well, and something you mentioned is that you're also creating parks with those. So then you're creating some more open spaces and spaces that aren't going to be just inundated with growth.
We have just made such great decisions on where we want to purchase land for many reasons. Parks, parking, taking away development that could cause more parking and less parks.
More students and all that.
We bought the Squire Pope, it's called the Wright family property. That's a 3rd area. We'll add 15 spaces there. That's right across from Church of the Cross. Parks, parking, quality of life.
Yeah.
You know, there's a reason we look and focus on areas like that in our Old Town and outside of our Old Town.
Yes, and we're going to talk about that in just a second, but one other thing I did want to go back to is when you said walkability. I think that's just, you know, maybe it's just a mindset change that people need to have a little bit, because obviously we want to live a healthy lifestyle anyway, and we live in a beautiful area.
Yes.
So take advantage of that walkable moment, right?
Well, when you're 365 days in a year and very few of those are cold, you know, we live in a beautiful part of the country.
Yeah.
I do have sympathy for people who can't. I really do. But you know, that Old Town, if you look at our Old Town master plan, it's on our website. We live by it. We created it in 2004, so 15 years and it's working. It's very, very direct on walkability.
Yeah.
And it is a healthy lifestyle. And we're doing sidewalks, and we do have handicap parking, and probably not enough, but we do the best we can. And I just hope this added parking and the shared parking we're doing with the church is going to help our residents.
Yeah, for sure. And so back to the open space, you said it's a little bit outside of Old Town. There's an exciting parcel that you guys just purchased that is going to be a park and has a historic building on it. Tell us more about that.
Oh my gosh, this is something else that just kind of came to us. Everyone that drives from Savannah sees this beautiful open space with this large barn with the tight New Riverside. That was always intended as kind of the gateway to Palmetto Bluff. Palmetto Bluff Crescent built it and bought it, and it was their welcome sign. And you know how you see things over time, you expect them to stay that way.
Yeah.
Well, we decided to make sure it stayed that way, and we talked to the developers at Palmetto Bluff, and they were willing to transfer that over for a small amount of money. So now the town owns over 37 acres. It's not, what you see is only 10 acres of the 37 acres.
Okay, so that's a big piece of land.
Yeah, so when y'all drive down that circle and you go right past that church and you're heading to the circle, the only part of that is cleared is 10 acres, so a third of what we have. The barn, it's beautiful. We'll have for events. It's just open space for people who live in that area or who want to drive there. The fire department bought 3 acres, so there's going to be a new fire station. And then development around that circle, 2 parcels have closed and are really seeing what they can put there to help those residents. That's half of our town lives in that New Riverside 170 area.
Yeah,
so we're just spreading kind of the park space into those areas.
Excellent. Well, there is a lot more that we're going to talk about. We've covered a lot already, but there's a lot more to come, so please stay with us on the Bluffton News.